everybody, and welcome back. My name is Dougal. Okay, we're tired. We're going to sleep. We're exhausted. We just want to sleep, you know. We were shot in the leg. Okay. I need my energy, please. Okay, we don't have a lot of energy. I need energy.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Aye, aye, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
Oh no, you 100%
My
did.
lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine.
I think that's not all she's thinking.
It's just what you need
Uh-huh.
to help you sleep.
Something like that.
Thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you.
It was pretty
I came
awful.
to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Now, Henry,
She's touching
I
me!
know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except
I
getting
don't
better.
feel at home here, okay?
God knows you've been through a terrible
I want my
ordeal.
own castle. That'll make me feel at home.
I know what it is to be left alone in the world. Although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
You know, I think I can talk about it. I've already talked about it with someone else, so, what more could I do? You know, just talk about it to you. Okay, where am I? Why am I looking at the wall?
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
I went to collect debt.
A fellow by the name of Kunish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved.
Yep.
Kunish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzik.
What? Did you guys see where I was at?
The sword was taking
Wait, look
shape
at-
when Sir Radzik himself came.
Why
to
am
our
I over
office.
there? Why am I
He praised
floating?
Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
Henry, you're not supposed to try and straddle her, okay?
But
and even
Sigismund's
so,
horde
you're
was
failing.
already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armor glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
Very, very much awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
They killed my father and mother.
Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one human after another. I never saw him fight like that.
What of
Then
you?
the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armor, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
Actually, it was the
Poor
humans that
boy.
murdered her.
May the Lord
But,
have mercy
you
on
know,
their souls.
I think I have a
I
better
ran to the
memory than
castle
you,
and
Henry.
got neighbors to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
Well, they did tell you about it. And I needed a horse.
A horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her.
And I
I
stepped
had
up.
Saradzic's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped.
Yeah, I'm a
I
superhero
succeeded,
of
although it
sorts.
almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
For the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings.
I shall not. I will step up.
Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our
Arranged
marriage,
marriages.
before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve
It's a
it by
long
force. He
name.
stormed
Sir
the
Havel
castle,
Medic of
burned down
Valdek.
the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Seems like a
Yes, you say.
7 years.
very bad time.
That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Harvel punished for it?
Probably not.
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg.
Okay.
After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on.
And
Now,
now,
we're here.
yeah.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true.
I mean,
But what am I doing bothering you with this?
she's got to be a
You have
minimum
troubles enough
of
your own.
25 at this point.
I'll go.
So Henry's not wrong.
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Okay. Henry, don't be trying to go after the royal, okay? The nobles, you don't want no part of, okay? Henry, I see that look. Don't you think about it. We do not touch the nobles, especially the married nobles. All right, well, we got some nightmare scene. We gotta close the gates.
Help us, son.
That's not how that happened, Mr. Nightmare. Nightmare, I need you to go away, okay?
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
All right.
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Look, everyone's interrupting my sleep. I really need the rest. All right. Oh, we gotta take the torch from the table. Torch, torch, torch. All right. We got our torch. We're heading up to the battlements. Do do do. Do 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 do.
Listen up. If it's Sigismund and his army, prepare for the worst. But
Hi, Sir Robard. I'm here. Sir Robard. Sir Robard. Hello? What is going on?
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
You never know.
It's not him.
Okay?
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Yeah, that we will.
I'll be with you.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robert?
Sir Radzig. What a relief.
Is his lordship
Whoa.
there with you?
They made it out.
Sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I would say-
your grandfather was a wise man.
Yep, you
Your
stole the
messenger
words
told
from
us
me.
What happened?
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised.
But lucky
We wouldn't
you.
have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Makes sense.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street.
Oh,
I'll
Henry.
join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him
something
up here
like
as
that.
if he were Hovel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune.
I don't know if the
Give my
circumstances
regards
will
to
ever
Sir
be
Henry.
favorable,
I
but,
will. And
you
good
know,
luck to you and your
to each
people
their
too.
own.
These are dark times. Move out! Anywhere, people! Move out! It's only a short way to our day now.
You guys can do it. I believe in you.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled and report everything to me at once. Understood?
Got it. Anything I can do?
What is it you need?
Yeah.
I could use an extra pair of eyes. Yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry. I'll tell the men to relieve you later. Good luck to you.
All right. Hello, guard.
God be with you.
What do you think about the Skalitz folk
What do you
fleeing?
think about the Skalitz folk managing to slip away like that?
I can't imagine how they did it. The more I think about it, they was either blessed, or Sigismund's mercenary army ain't up to much. When you're on campaign, you keep watch no matter how much it's pissing down. If any of us make such a cock-up, Sir Robard would flare his skin up our backs.
Makes
You say
sense.
that because you never saw them attack.
Aye, well, it's a shame your folks couldn't have saved.
Is Sir Robard really that tough?
Tough? Aye. But he's fair. He's a veteran of many a campaign, so he knows warcraft.
I believe it.
Makes sense. All right.
Take care now.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh?
It
I don't
is.
think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
All right. So we shall wait till morning. Waiting, 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 waiting. Waiting, 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 waiting.
Everyone to the Bailey Battlement. Let's go! Let's go!
I'm moving. I'm moving. All right. Well, man, time change. Now they see the true version of events.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the guy who killed my dad.
Bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Okay.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart.
Yep, they got it right.
The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Ratzik Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzik of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
I would say it would fall very quickly.
To inform the king's end that Sir Ratzik Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty.
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there's little cause for joy.
Makes sense, makes sense.
Farewell, sir.
I think Sir Divish is handling it well. All right. We live to see another day.
You have my utmost admiration.
And now
Get on with you, Robart.
the city of Talmberg can, I guess, rejoice in this manner. Not him looking back at me. I believe he knows. Alright, let's get that torch out of here. Sir Robard.
My respects to you.
What do you know about the
Where did
humans?
these humans come from, anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
Alright, hey, Sir Robard, I have to get to Skalitz, okay? You gotta understand.
So, Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
But, you know, I have to bury my parents.
My parents died there, and I won't leave them to be ravaged by dogs. I have to bury them.
Good God, boy. Do you want to throw your life away for those who can never get theirs back? Do you think that's what they'd want? Forget it.
All right, I'll find my own way. Well, let's see. Hi, villager.
God be with you.
I think I'm gonna walk around talking to people, and we will be back. Let's go see if we can't find maybe some guard armor. But first, let's go ahead and save. I don't want to get caught in the act here. Shut the door. And rob. Steal all. And no one is the wiser. I guess that'll do. I am overloaded. There we go. Don't mind me. Just gonna... Oh! Sorry. I'm trying to ride a horse out, okay? So you calm it down. Hello.
Jesus Christ be praised.
That
You know,
business.
we'll just...
Aye.
Yeah.
Is there?
Hungry for any, but he
Alright, I need to get out of here,
I need
okay?
to get out of here.
says who? I've never seen you before in my life. And that's odd, seeing as how you're wearing our colors.
You won't get in trouble, okay?
I'm not trying to make a fool of you. I've done everything to make sure you'll have no trouble if you let me out, and I'd be grateful if you didn't make trouble for me.
Oh, all right, all right. Farewell.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Now we're going back to Skalitz. You a guard of Townburg? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was slightly confused. Wait, what's my... Oh, okay, I thought it was back in Townburg. I was like, did I just leave without needing to? Alright. Back to Skalitz we go. Alright, Henry.
You'll have to wait for me here, friend. Better to keep going on my own.
I believe in you, Henry.
Looks like they've already gone.
It looks like the coast is clear. Just those who were slaughtered. Up, slowly make your way back to Skalitz. Alright, I will find my parents.
Hey, who's there? What's that?
Alright, I know about armed combat. Yeah, what are you gonna do, huh? What you got for me? Well, I mean, like, anything worth decent? That's decent, but not the decent I want. Do. All these bodies.
Sweet Jesus. It's the charcoal burner.
Damn. Charcoal burner didn't make it far. Alright, you got a lot of food out here. Nothing that can really sell.
Hey!
No, you get back here. You get back here right now. No. You come back.
Ow! Enough! Yes. Ah! Oh. Oh.
All right. Oh, you had some money for me. I like it. Bad reputation for killing bandits, huh? Well, I'll tell you what. Ain't no one around here to see it. And the less bandits, the better. I don't think I'm getting in this way. Well, let's follow the trail and see what happens. Do. I see an enemy.
What's that? Well, I never. The pig.
Yeah.
You call that combat?
Hey. Stay back there.
Is that all? Mercy! I yelled.
You get stabbed. Yay. I'll take that. You know, bandages never hurt. find one groschen in his pockets. All right. Well, it appears.
Stood by his side and he did this to you. In the end, you were a hero. You didn't run away. Didn't abandon them like me.
All right. Bread. Oh.
Why? What are you? It wasn't supposed to. Just wait a moment.
How'd my speech level up? Just talking to myself.
I won't leave you like
All right. My parents.
Why did you do it to me, Father? Why? Why did you leave me?
I don't think it was his choice.
Forgive me. Forgive me for everything. Next time I won't run. I'll never run away again.
Yeah, I would say Henry has some trauma.
I remember his face. I'll find him. But first, I have to find this shovel and take care of you. I remember you told me you wanted to lie beside Mother. Here. Under the linden tree. At least
I
I
mean,
can do that much for you.
I would hope you would remember. He said that like maybe a day ago. Oh, I hear a dog. What's going on? Where is this dog?
Get away, you mutt!
Hey, don't you be attacking that dog.
Get away, you beast!
What's going on? Bishak, what in God's name are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? Digging turnips? The beast just went for me.
Isn't that Mutt the butcher's? Mutt? And isn't that body the butcher's?
Yeah, that's him. What's that got to do with anything?
I would say he's protecting.
I'd say the poor creature is standing guard over his master. You weren't trying to get to him, were you?
What do you care what I'm doing here? What are you doing here?
Yeah, I asked. I asked
I
first.
asked what you're doing here. How about you give me an answer?
If I want to confess, I'll go to the priest. Go away and leave me in peace.
Okay, you don't gotta be rhyming on me, okay?
Do you know what happened?
No.
Okay, how did you
How
get
did
away?
You manage to get away?
How do you think?
Lend me that spade.
Lend me that spade. I have to dig a grave. I can't find another.
What's it worth to you? I see you have a fine sword. I'll gladly trade you my spade for that.
It's for Sir
My
Radzig.
father forged it for Sir Radzig. It's my duty to deliver it to him. It's not for sale.
Go right ahead and dig that grave with your sword. See how that... And where will you dig it anyway? Here? You're not going to lay your parents in unhallowed ground, are you?
Father wanted to be buried
Father
here.
said he wanted to be buried here, and I can't take him to St. James's. God willing, later I can find a priest to consecrate the ground.
Have I disturbed your
I've
looting?
interrupted you robbing the dead. Is that why you're so ill-tempered? You bastard. Haven't you got a shred of honor?
And what of it? The butcher has no more need of coin. And now that I think of it, your sword would do me quite nicely as well. Will you hand it over without a fuss, or do you want to end up like the butcher here?
The only way you'll touch this sword is when I shove it in your guts.
So that's the way of it? Not without a sword, huh? Well, this isn't the end, fucker!
Well, okay. I will take this. Hey there, buddy. I will take the Garoshin, but you be okay. Oh, we're overloaded. Now, if I remember correctly, we come over here. Need to drop something, and I will be fine dropping that. We have this spot right here we can dig up.
I know this goblet. It belongs to Baron.
Ow.
Who knows? Maybe he managed to get away. Now what?
Okay. What do we have here? Nothing good. Anything around this dovecote? I doubt it. Parents wanted to be buried under the linden tree. So buried they shall be.
This is a good place. You're gonna like it.
Just digging one grave for the both of them? Hello, pupper. It'll be okay, pupper.
So, let's get to it.
Yep. trying to figure out the best way to go about this.
Damn it all.
You can do it, Henry. I believe in you. Okay.
How am I gonna do this?
Do you need some help? Is that him?
Yes. Can't you see the sword?
Who are you? What do you want? Zbyszek?
Who do you think we are? Franciscan brothers? We're here to rob you of everything you've got. Especially that fine blade that's of no use to a peasant like you anyway.
Ah, it's always something.
It is my father's sword.
You mean him? I don't think he's going to be needing it anymore. Listen here, boy. You hand over that sword, I might just let you go. If not, you're in for a family reunion you really don't want.
Leave me alone.
Kill him, Runt! Aye, cut the bastard down.
Okay.
As you like. Could have just cost you a few teeth. Ah! Curse it! Stop pitching!
Ow, ow. Okay. I tried.
I told you how it would end. You should have listened to me. This is nice work. The chief is going to like it. It's new, isn't it? And now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood.
The bloodletting's already happened to a bandit down the road.
I believe there's a word for
So,
such moments. The old man would certainly know. But I'm just a common killer. Did you help make it? No doubt you did. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Hey, goat fuckers!
Hey, goat fuckers.
The games are over.
Well, Henry, I think you deserve some rest. Deep Silver presents War Horse Studios production. Oh, they buried him for me. Well. Well, there's Townburg. I guess we're off somewhere else. Kind of like the music, not gonna lie. I feel like the views in this game are very nice. Okay. Well. Hiya. Hiya. Oh. Okay. I've cut down 3 dream humans. Oh.
Do you need some help?
Adding more to the nightmare fuel.
Henry! There's work to be done.
There is indeed work to be done.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Henry, can you hear me?
Get up, Henry. Wake up. It's a new day.
Henry, can you hear me?
Oh.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
I'm naked. I'm naked.
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Yep.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. They slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents, I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back.
Okay. A few delirious days later.
You're awake.
Good morning.
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
Oh. Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse. But at least the fever's broken.
How did you find me?
How did you manage to save me?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Zbyszek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Townburg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the bandits.
What were you doing in
What
Skalitz?
in the world were you doing in Skalitz?
Waiting to die.
What?
They killed my brothers, my family, my friends.
They're all dead.
All of them. Everyone I ever loved.
Ugh.
Killed one of my brothers in the mines. After that, what did I have to live for?
Don't say that. There's always hope.
No, there isn't. But it doesn't matter. I'm a different person now.
So you said the guards from Townburg were looking for me?
Searching for me?
Yes. Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard. So tell me, why is a lord of such high standing interested in a blacksmith?
Sir Divish promised Sir Radic he'd look after me. But as for why they should care, I've no idea.
All right, well, I'm tired.
Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water and something to eat. In the meantime, rest. You're still very weak.
And even later.
Good morning to you. How's the invalid today?
Ugh, haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
Got your sense of humor back. You must be better. My uncle will be glad to hear it. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
Where am I?
This is your uncle's house.
We're in Ratay Mill. My uncle's Miller Peshek. He took me in, and I talked him into taking care of you too.
All right, I've been lying around long enough.
I've been lying here long enough.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you truly well enough?
Well enough to do what has to be done. Where can I find Sir Radic?
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Leipa. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as you please and demand an audience.
I know Sir Radic, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to. I must see him.
If you insist. But you need to speak to my uncle first. You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you, and for medicine. That's a good deal of a coin you owe him.
I've been lying here 2 weeks. My God.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be here at all.
Oh, it makes sense, makes sense. I owe you my life.
Both my life. And I'll repay my debt. You have my word.
All right. But before you go to town, you should eat something. You're still weak. There's food on the table for you.
All right. Well, I believe that is going to do it for us today. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Dougall's out.